Hello friends, it's Dave here from SaveDex, here to bring you another review. This time I will be looking at Rising Hell on the Nintendo Switch. We were very kindly supplied with a review code for this game, so thank you very much for that. And before we get started, we have been really happy to see plenty of new subscribers recently. Thank you to everyone who has clicked that red button below, and if you want to join the party, then please feel free to click on that subscribe button to keep up with our future videos. So let's take a look at the game. I will warn you first that there are some mature things in this video. I mean, look at that title, Rising Hell. Normally in our videos I'd say Rising Heck, but you know, we're playing with the big boys here. So what is Rising Hell? Well, at the risk of losing a chunk of the audience, it's a roguelite. Not everyone's cup of tea, I know, but what sets this one apart? This game plays like a vertical action platformer. The levels have a tower-like structure and you need to jump and climb your way up and up. Taking control of Arok, you need to keep on jumping and fighting to escape hell. One thing I sometimes find with roguelites is that they can be hard to get into. Whenever there's a lot going on in them, it can be very daunting. But I am very happy to report that this has a very simple pick up and play design to it. The controls are very straightforward. You press B to jump, Y to attack, X to interact with things, and R to do a forward dash for evasion. That's really all there is to it. But that's not to say it's an easy game, far from it. The challenge comes naturally with progression. The further up the tower you go, the harder it gets. The combat is simple enough to pull off with just a few buttons to attack and dodge, but it feels so satisfying. You can do a double jump where you perform an uppercut at the same time. This really adds to the game in an incredible way and makes the gameplay feel a lot more fluid, as enemies that are above you don't act as a roadblock but something to just smash through, never losing that momentum and building up the combo. And if that uppercut move wasn't there, I would not be praising this game as much as I am. Just this one tiny thing has escalated this game so much for me. There are also temporary power-ups you can get, my favourite one being the one that shoots lightning at all the enemies as you attack. When you get to the end of an area, you can be presented with a choice of 2 lifts to take, so you get some choice in how your run will go. The areas can differ with some gimmicks, such as it being an auto-scroller, but the layout itself is randomly generated. As you fight demons, you will gain souls, represented by the red diamonds. You can use these to purchase upgrades at a shop-like area that you'll encounter along the way. These upgrades could be things like extra health, extra damage, among other perks. Another collectible are these purple diamonds called Blight. You can spend a few of these at the shop to change what's available for purchase if you wish, but if you die, you keep the Blight you obtained and can spend them in the menus. You can purchase 2 unlockable characters, Zelos and Sidna, who have different stats and play styles, and you can also unlock different variants for your character's weapons, each with their own advantages and disadvantages. Graphically, this game adopts a pixel art style and it has a fantastic hellish atmosphere. The text is a bit too small, unfortunately. There were times, like at the shops for example, where I had to lean forward and squint to see what everything does. It's not the worst thing in the world, but it was a tad annoying. But other than that, the overall presentation is just superb. The music is amazing too. It really gets you pumped for action and drives me forward to keep on going. The feeling of momentum is insane here, with the fluid combat, especially with that jumping uppercut. It was just a thrill to play and the music really added to that. There are also boss encounters as well, with their own attack patterns that you need to learn to dodge and await your opening. I found at first brute forcing works, but only at first. As I said, the game does get more challenging and I had no choice but to play more strategically. When you die, you are awarded a score based on your performance, and that score gets accumulated like XP, and when you hit certain goals you will earn some rewards. There was also a Gauntlet Mode as well, a similar gameplay style, but you will constantly enter locked rooms where you need to defeat all of the enemies to progress. It's good fun all round. The game costs £7.99, €8.99 or $9.99. It releases on the Switch on the 20th of May 2021 and currently has a 10% discount. and I honestly think it's a fantastic price for this game, even without that discount. If you're not a fan of roguelites, then I think you've already decided this isn't for you, but the fluid combat, vertical platforming, phenomenal presentation and incredible way it keeps your momentum going makes for an excellent package all round. I have had a lot of fun with this game and I can see myself continuing with it for a long time to come. It's very easy to get into, not just because of the simple controls, but because the upgrading elements are not overwhelming in the slightest, and for that price, you are getting a good deal here. It is one hell of a time. So that was my review for Rising Hell. What do you think of this game? Let me know in the comments down below, and while you're down there, there's a nice looking thumbs up icon. I think it wants to be clicked. As well as that subscribe button, you know you want to. Thank you so much for watching everyone. See you in the next one.